Okay, hey, what's up, traders? This is Dave FX Hunter, and it's a first stream, so I'm going to test it and try how it's working here on the YouTube. I had a lot of requests to explain, analyze this, do the live streams or some videos as I used to be doing in the past, but was not doing recently because I have changed my strategy from swing trading to the intraday trading, and I've been going through the phase where I was actually exploring what I'm interested to trade, what I'm interested to do, what works for me. And now I have my daily process where I actually come to the charts around 6:30. So it's like a 1 hour before I'll do the stream. And basically, the Frankfurt is opening in the 30 minutes. So I have everything prepared the 30 minutes advanced before the Frankfurt start to open, which is going to be at 2 o'clock New York time. Right, so let's look to the dollar index. We're gonna start with the dollar index, and I will go to the bigger time frame. Let's go to the daily, and let's see what actually happens in here. So we can see basically that this market has been, of course, in the brutal uptrend, and here it reacted on this. Actually, we need to go to the weekly even, right, to see it, and I will temporarily remove this a bit lower, and we can see we had the reaction here in this past above slightly these highs, right? So here is where we had the reaction, and as well if we use the channel, which I don't use anymore too much, we can see that price has reacted on the top of this channel, right? So does it mean that we will go down from here? Of course not, but it's some nice clue to see at least short term reversal, right? So what I got on my charts right now, what's the interesting points for me, and what I will be looking for this week, or actually especially this day. So we have actually our bias is still bullish, right? Because let me sorry for this, and I don't have it prepared like really to make a proper stream, but want to bring it like this, right? So we have this COT data, and what we can see here is that the banks are still quite heavy bullish, right? So we can see that the couple weeks ago, which was actually in the May, they've been heavily bullish, right? They had around 53, 55 k longs, and they had around 17k shorts, right? Since then the price it was going up, and now last 3 weeks the price is actually going down, right? If we look at it this way, we can see that the last 3 weeks we have this slight I don't want to say reversal, but just that pullback for this past 3 weeks where the price was going down here. So we can see that in these 3 weeks they actually reduced slightly their longs, but what as well happened, they have reduced their longs, their shorts, right? So we can see that still the exposure to the long side is 83% against 17%, which is still quite heavy bullish. So that means that these big players, they still have longs, and if they want to close them, they most likely would be doing it somewhere up here. So it's giving me a slight clue that we will most likely go higher again, right? So what I will be looking for right now, I will be looking for the entries on the interesting liquidity zones, which might would be for me previous day low, previous week low, right? So what I want to see now is what I like to see here is to visiting this liquidity zone, right? These two equal highs, which in my opinion here will be a lot of liquidity after those after some traders has entered short, most likely after the breaks in here, or maybe they have trend line here they can see another break, price going somewhere else again. After this level will be broken, a lot of breakout traders will enter the short, and where they will hide their stop losses, it's gonna be obviously somewhere around here, right? So that's why I want to go against the crowd. So what I have here on my chart right now, sorry for to being this so long. I didn't do the video so long, and as well, I'm of course, you can hear it, I'm of course not a native English speaker, so I do my best, and I hope you understand me. So here we have this red lines. It's actually the Asian sessions highs and lows, right? So if this will be violated, and we have this previous day low, previous week low, if something like this happen, I believe the traders will start to enter the shorts, right? And that would be a nice opportunity for the market makers to reverse the market. So I don't say that of course we're gonna see something like this, right? It's what can of course happen is that the price will still continue a bit lower, even to the this 3 months open, or this higher time frame, or the block. This all can happen, but what I am looking for is, as I have described it on my shared analysis, what I want to see is the violations of these levels, then break of the structure, which could be break of this structure, or it depends what's gonna happen in here. So it actually can create some structure here. So I want to see this, then the break of the structure, then pullback. That pullback should be at least 50%. So from this high to this low, I want to look for the entry below this 50% pullback, right? So somewhere here where would be some fair value gap, or the block, and there I would like to enter the market. But what I will be looking for is the at least 1 2 3 entry, right? So what I want to see is something like this. Even though I think that the market could go all the way up here above this London. Here we had this. Here we have this. Actually, the New York session, above this New York session high. I think the market will go there, but I will definitely, what I will do, and since I started to do this, my trading results are much better. uh, I would like to take the partial profits, right? So some profit above here, above this session high, then something about when I get the free 1 to 3 risk reward, and then I move the stop loss to the break even and holding. Maybe we can get this. If not, it will be close somewhere else, and we will slowly build it up. So that's what I'm looking for on the dollar index, and it's of course just the probability, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. This is what it is, and that's what I'm looking for. So next one is euro. Euro, in my opinion, is quite bearish, because if you look to the COT data, it doesn't say anything else. We can see that even though there was some pullback, and the banks has been building some longs in the May and beginning of the June, since then they actually closed it all, right? So they reduced above the around the 30k longs, and they added approximately 40k shorts, right? So it's quite very bullish, very bearish. I mean, very. Uh, it's 55% to the shorts, but it just went from the 44 or something like that, right? So we can see it's really getting red. And if we look to the bigger picture, we will see much more. Let me move it again. This one we don't need now anymore. So let's go to the daily. And on the daily, what is actually my view on the daily? Let me hide all these drawings. So we can see that the basically price went down, and now it's ranging here for many days. This was quite good actually for intraday trading. But what I'm seeing here is that we could reach this gap or these lows somewhere here. I think this trading gap could be filled, and then we will might see another low, right? So what how it could looks like something like maybe this. Of course it's not gonna be straight line and then down again these levels. It's I think it's very possible, but all right, this is what we're looking for on the lower time frame, but actually on the higher time frame, but on the lower time frame we still can see how the price action is respected here, right? So I will not go too much back, but we can see we had this break of structure, then the price came back again, retested again, another break of structure, retest, right? And right now, why I would go long if I am long-term bearish, right? If this is simple, because look what is up here. The price action has been quite really sideways last week, and I think that many traders has entered shorts after some retests or break of these, these trend lines what many people are drawing. And look at this, what is this? A lot of liquidity will be sitting above these levels, and what is there as well, if you look at it in terms of the levels, there is previous day high, previous week high, another previous week high, and here above that we have this gap which I'm expected to be filled. So for me, today I would be looking for, of course it's a first day of the month, first day of the new trading week. It could be the price action could be quite weird and we don't know what can happen. But if this low of this Asian session and these other blocks will start to give me some nice breaks and the pullbacks, as I explained in the before in on the dollar index, then I think we could get something like this. So I will be looking for the short-term longs on the euro, and it can of course happen from this order block or after violation this level, or we can go, of course, a set we can go lower, and still if it's gonna be happening in the first 3 hours of the London Open or the New York session, I still will be looking for this. But what has to happen is that these levels, these levels uh, must not be filled before this pullback, because if it goes up like this, then the enter here is actually invalidated, right? So I'm going for the entry long only before these levels will be violated. After that, they will be touched. What I could be looking for is, of course, for something like this, then some break of the structure, then again the pullback and short, right? So that's what I'm looking for on this one. So definitely these previous week highs are interesting for me. This is the pound. Pound looks quite bullish for me. It looks much more bullish than euro, and in the COT data it actually doesn't looks like, but I will show you something. We can see, of course, if we look to the net positions, minus 53K, right? That's quite bearish. It's still bearish. 72% to the bearish side, still, looking bearish. But look at this. If we go just a little bit back, we can see in here the banks or these big, large speculators, commercials, they had 110K shorts. Since then, they basically has been closing them all. And look at this. Now from the 110, they are just on the 88. So they actually close these shorts. And right now we can see they had some longs, then they be closing, and from 28 they slowly adding to the 36, right? So yes, it still looks bearish. It gives us the view that it's bearish, but we went from the 80% bearish to the 72, right? And from the bullish on the opposite. So in my opinion, the pound is much more bullish than euro. And of course that the dollar index is the main driver. So if the dollar index will be bullish, then pound will go, of course, down, but maybe not so strongly as the euro. And what I'm looking for here as well, the price action quite nicely is being respected. We having some break of the structures, retest again, break, retest, break, retest, break, retest. And right now the price is just somehow ranging in here around the 3 months open, right? Which is quite important level. And Again, we have this previous week high. We have this fair value gap where the price reacted last week. And what I would like to see is because I would like to see the price to visit these levels, because if the dollar index will go down to these levels before it start to do something up, or if it ever even will start to do, if the dollar index is going down here, then it means that the pound will go up here, right? Uh, then it means that the pound will go up here. So yes, I would like to see this move. And from here, if we get some price action, some nice price action after the taking previous week high, boom, boom, retest, then shorts. So yeah, I am short-term bullish, definitely on the pound and on the euro. But of course, the main driver is dollar index. So if until the dollar index start to do some reversals, I think we can see the bullish move on the euro and on the pound. And there is a lot of news on the Thursday on the pound, so we'll be closely watching it. And on the Friday, actually, we have the non-farm payrolls, right? So that could be quite busy week. So yeah, this is it, my friends, and I will basically start to do this